Hello! Here's some movements which are great for you to do every day to help get more mobilization and movement into the upper body. So we're going to be in seated. I'm sitting on a ball, but you can sit on a chair. You take the meat of your butt and kind of pull your butt back. So that way you're sitting onto those bony bits, which are your sit bones on your bum. And then we're getting this nice long, tall posture. I like to say, you imagine you have a string at the top of your head and you're pulling yourself a little bit taller. What that doesn't mean is that you're puffing your ribs out and you're shoving your chin up. We want to keep our chin down and back. And we want to stack our ribs over our pelvis so that we have this nice tall posture. So it's this lifting, gathering up through the crown of the head. From there, just placing our hands onto our knees, feeling this nice tall posture. Notice where your shoulders are in space. Make sure they're not hiking up to your ears. Can you keep them just down? Wiggle them out a little bit. Shake them around. Do a few circles, one direction. Circle them the other way. And then just come back into this tall posture. Hands onto the knees. Make sure your shoulders are fairly level, that one isn't hiking up more than the other. Make sure you're not twisting to one side, but just staying tall. And then you can just take a few breaths here. So we're going to inhale, and I want you to think about that breath dropping down the body on an inhale. And on the exhale, the breath is coming up and out. Inhale, breathing down the body. Exhale, it's coming back up and out. What we don't want is we don't want to be breathing into our shoulders. So ideally, it doesn't look like this. You don't want to breathe. So as we breathe, we want to leave our shoulders and our neck out of it. We want that breath moving down the body. We want to feel ribs in the back of the body expanding, a little bit of the belly as well. Let's do two more. Big inhale and exhale. See if you can lengthen your breath. Inhale for the count of maybe 3. Exhale, see if you can do twice that for the count of 6. And you could pause that and work on that a few times to work on that 2-to-1 breathing, and then just create a little pause at the top of the inhale and at the bottom of the exhale. Now that we've got a little bit of breathing down, let's move into mobilizing the neck. So with the neck, we don't want to move the rest of the body. So try to keep your torso where it is. So you can keep your hands on your knees, and then let's just drop your chin down to your chest. So it should just be your head coming down to your chest. It shouldn't be collapsing down and forward. So you're still keeping that nice long tall posture, and that chin just comes down. From there, we can work on just gently, slowly rolling your ear to shoulder on one side, and then coming back down through the center and rolling your ear to shoulder on the other side. And paying attention here that as we roll side to side, we're not twisting, we're not lifting our shoulders, so we still want to keep those shoulders down. Now, if that's really challenging, just make it a smaller circle. Maybe you can't come down that far, and you just make it a little bit smaller. So here we're just bringing the head down and then rolling it side to side. And then let's come back up into the center. So when we find that neutral, make sure your chin isn't jutting up and you're kinking into the back of the neck. So take your finger, pull your chin down, and push back slightly. Okay, shoulders are still not forced down, but just they're relaxed down, they're loose. From here, let's take your left ear to your left shoulder, and then come back to the center. So now we're doing it from a neutral spine. And then take your right ear to your right shoulder, and then come back to the center. Now, let's add it all together, and let's go all the way around. So let's bring your chin down to your chest, and then you roll your right ear towards your right shoulder, and then you drop your head back. Only drop back as much as you can without any pain, and then roll to your left ear to your shoulder, and then your chin down to your chest. And let's do it back and around the other way. Roll your left ear to your shoulder. Your head drops back. We're being aware that our shoulders stay down, and we're not hiking our shoulders up. Okay, and that's a full neck head rotation. And so you could do that several times, just being aware that the shoulders are staying down and you're not moving your torso side to side as you do that one. So that's a really good one just to get that neck mobilized and moving a little bit better. From here, we're going to work a little bit more onto the spine, getting some movement through our torso. So I'm going to place my hands forward onto my knees and I'm going to lean forward. From here, I'm going to keep my arms straight the whole time. I'm going to inhale and pull my chest forward and I'm arching my back and I'm looking up. And on the exhale, I'm going to round my spine, pushing it back towards your chair, dropping your head down and curling in. Inhale, you can arch, lift the chest, pull forward. Exhale, curl it, round it, pushing it back. Good. I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see this from the side, what I want with your spine. So this is just like a cat-cow from your seated position. So again, you're going to inhale, lean forward, drop your belly forward, your tailbone, think it's lifting up towards the ceiling. Exhale, curling and rounding, pushing back towards your chair if you have it, and dropping your chin into the chest. You can stay here in this rounded position and then just roll your head side to side. So you're pushing through your knees and then you're just rolling your head left, right, side to side, side to side. Good. And then coming back up. Very nice. So that is to mobilize into your spine a little bit more. Now, let's get into the shoulders. So first, let's just reach our hands down towards the floor and stretch your fingers down. So you're reaching through your fingers and you're getting this stretch all the way through the arms and even into the fingers. From there, you can just do a little roll your head left, right, side to side. Good. And then from here, let's see if you can just bend your hands up and if you can just put your fingers somewhere onto your shoulders. Hopefully this feels okay. And then we're going to think that we have a marker on the on our elbow, and we're going to draw circles in the air with the elbow. So you're going to do a big circle all the way around one direction. Good. Maybe you do it 3 times. Just do it as big as you can. And then you go the other direction 3 times. So again, you have markers on your elbows and they're just drawing the biggest circle around as you can. Don't worry about like holding on tightly onto your shoulders, just placing your hands anywhere that feels comfortable that you can get this rotation into your shoulder blades. Good. And then release your hands down. Very nice. Now, if you have a towel at home, I want you to grab your towel, or any band will do as well. I have a yoga band, which is not stretchy. And you can have a towel also, which is not stretchy, works just perfect. We're going to take the band or the towel and you're going to put it behind your back. I want you to have it up at the back of the ribs, so if you're a lady, at the back of your bra line. And then you're going to keep your elbows into your sides, and then you're just going to slide your hands out onto the towel or the band that you have. Now, from here, we're going to use this to pull us back and forth with our ribs and our torso. So the band is up a little bit higher, so we're working a little bit more into that upper back. On an inhale, you're going to pull the towel or the band apart, and the towel is going to lift your upper back. On the exhale, you're going to round in, push the towel forward in front of you, and then round your upper back into your towel or your band. Maybe you can do a little side wiggle, side to side here. Inhale, pull the band open, and then lift your heart towards the ceiling. Exhale, and then you're going to take the band or the towel, push it forward and round back into it. Drop your head into your belly. Do one more. Inhale, pull the towel open, lifting the chest. Stay here a little bit open. Maybe you just do a little side wiggle, left, right, left, right, left, right. And then come back to the center and then curl it, round it, drop your head and push the band forward. And then just stay here. Roll your head left and right, side to side, side to side. Very good. And then release. Set the band down. Sit nice and tall. Do a circle around with your head one direction. And then circle and roll it around the other way. All right, find that nice, tall, long, seated posture. Now the last one we're gonna do here for this quick everyday sequence is a little bit of scapula movement. Your scapula is this wing-shaped blade on the back of your shoulder. So we're gonna hold your towel out in front of you with your arms straight. We're making sure that we're not dropping the towel up and down, but that we just keep it at one level. So from here, we're gonna pull slightly on the towel or your band, and then we're gonna inhale, exhale, lift your shoulder blades up to your ears, pull the shoulders back, drop the shoulders down, push them forward. I'll just turn to the side to show you from the side view. We are going to lift the shoulders up, pull the shoulder blades back, drop the shoulders down, push them forward. The whole time keeping the arms straight. Up, back, down, forward. And then we'll reverse. We'll pull back, arms stay straight, lift up, push forward, drop them down. Pull back, up, forward, and down, and then just relax. Roll your head around a few circles, left and right, left and right. Do one whole big circle around one direction, and then circle it all the way around the other way. Good, and then lifting your head back up. All right, I hope you enjoyed this short sequence, something that you can do every day, maybe in the morning, especially when we're feeling really stiff and tight into the neck. The key things to find a nice tall posture as you're seated, keeping your chin down and back slightly, and then when we're breathing, think about that breath dropping down the body and then the exhale that's coming back up. And these are some really key essential things that you can bring about into your morning, and then hopefully you can carry on throughout your day to help you stay a little bit more loose and mobile in your upper body. Thanks. Bye.